Here we are, the end of January 2025. That was a fast month, wasn't it? 1/12 of the year, 8.3% of the year is gone. Are you on track with the goals you set for yourself? Resolution, the word, are you implementing the word? Or do you have some top goals? Let's check in like we do. We're going to do this periodically. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Stand-Up. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give yourself something to help make you a more effective leader so you can love what you do. All right, we set those resolutions to get the year started off. We set some goals, set the word. We need to check in from time to time, and we'll do that throughout the year. So let's do a check-in, and we're going to check in using these 3 areas. Number 1, what have you learned so far? 2, what's working? Number 3, what do you need to change? I'm going to do a quick analysis of myself, and as I do that, analyze yourself. Think of your top goal, think of your word, something that you have at the top of the agenda, something you want to accomplish. Remember, 8.3% of the year is behind us already. Are you on track to make the goals you want? So first, my word was fitness, and that's what I'm going to focus on. What have I learned so far this year? A couple things, priorities, and there's 2 parts to fitness. There's a physical part and there's a mental part. So let me analyze that a little bit. Fitness is a word. I want to use that across the board in anything I'm attacking. But I do have a key thing that I'm trying to accomplish with working on assessment and my professional development. Priorities. I've learned you can't be fit in every area. You cannot be equally as fit in every area. Sometimes you have to focus on a priority. You need to move them out. You need to put one thing at the top. And let's just use an example of marathon and a bike race. Maybe I want to run a marathon and a bike race. If you train for both of them equal as hard, you're not going to do as well as you can as if you set one as a priority. So in my development, in my leadership development, I need to choose where my priority is and maintain the other ones at a level of fitness I'm happy with, but definitely set a priority of where I need to go. So that's what I learned. The other part is there's a mental and a physical part to being fit. The mental part is the planning, the thinking about, and setting the strategy. The physical part is the action. What actions are you going to take? So now I've learned that, and that's how I've incorporated that into my overall plan for fitness overall. Number 2, what's working? I'll tell you what's working for me. I have now set smaller, shorter goals, closer intervals, and that works for me. Those shorter goals, I'm a person who likes to check off lists and show up, yep, making progress. That's what I'm doing. All right, so what about you? What have you learned? And what's working? Now, how can I leverage those? Number 3 is what needs to change? How can I leverage what I have that I've just talked about? And the way I'm leveraging it, what I'm going to leverage here, what I'm changing is I am putting my professional development, my personal development on my calendar. When I look at my calendar and I see blocks, those are my priorities because I set time apart to do those things. I have not been doing that for myself, for my own development. I am now. I've just started doing that, and it's making a difference because now I have set that time apart for me and my overall development. All right, so what about you? Check in. You know the big goals that you set for yourself. How are you doing? What have you learned? What's working? What are you going to change? Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a great week.